Meet Vain Matthew. Vain Matthew believes everything he hears on the internet. He cancels his gym membership, leaves the gym and never goes back, because he heard lifting weights lowers testosterone. As a result, he loses all the gains he made and he becomes weak. Does he manage to maintain his testosterone? Maybe, but at what cost? Now meet Humble Matthew. Humble Matthew listens to everything everyone has to say, but he uses this thing known as critical thinking before jumping to any conclusions. And so I have received comments on my video saying lifting weights apparently lowers testosterone. But when I then googled it, it showed me the opposite of that. Lifting weights apparently increases testosterone. And whenever there is this type of conflicting information, you have to draw your own conclusions. And so, the reason why those comments claim that lifting weights lowers testosterone is because apparently, people used to apparently believe that lifting weights would increase your testosterone, which is what the studies have showed. But the modern claims from literally the last month claim that the reason why studies showed increased levels of testosterone after a workout was because the testosterone got released into the blood flow right after lifting weights. But otherwise the testosterone then got consumed, and so it was expended. And apparently there was a limited amount of testosterone. And when you consume some testosterone, then your overall level decreases. And so, even if studies show that there is more testosterone after a workout, which is because the testosterone gets released into the blood flow, but other than that, it gets expended, and so it decreases. Which is why people nowadays believe that lifting weights apparently lowers testosterone. But what do I think of it? Well, personally, I believe this claim does not make any sense. Because I feel like your body should be able to adapt itself. Like, when you lift weights on a regular basis, you are basically telling your body that, hey, this is my lifestyle right now. Now I lift heavy stuff, which is challenging. And so the body starts adapting so that it can handle lifting weights in a better way. Which is why, for example, you get bigger muscles from lifting weights. Because the body changes itself so that lifting weights can become easier. But if the testosterone gets released into the blood flow when you lift weights, and if it gets expended, then it means testosterone is used to make you able to lift weights. So it could only be logical if your body started producing more testosterone when you lift weights, so that it could be easier for your body to lift weights. That is how I think of it. So I hope you can understand. If your body makes your muscles bigger so that it can be easier for you to lift weights, why shouldn't your body also, in addition to that, increase your levels of testosterone to also make it easier to lift weights? Which is why the belief that training decreases testosterone, that lifting weights decreases testosterone. It just doesn't make sense to me, because in my logic, your body should constantly adapt to your lifestyle. So if your body knows that you are always lifting heavy stuff that is challenging, I would expect your body to adapt itself to make it less challenging. So I would expect the body to produce more testosterone when you lift weights. Now, I do understand that your body stops producing testosterone if you take steroids while lifting weights. But that is because then the body realizes that the stuff you need in order to make it easier for you to lift weights then comes from an external source, which is performance enhancing drugs. And then your body is like, alright, I don't need to produce testosterone. So that makes sense. But the thing is, I am natural. And so I don't expect my levels of testosterone to be lowered because of me lifting weights. But if that is the case, if lifting weights truly does lower testosterone, then in that case, what could possibly increase testosterone? Because obviously I want my levels of testosterone to be as high as possible, because I love being as manly as possible. But at the same time, I don't want to stop lifting weights, because surprisingly enough, I like lifting weights, because lifting weights makes me feel strong, even though I am not really strong by internet standards. Because by internet standards, you are weak if you cannot bench press like 405 pounds. But I still like feeling strong. And if feeling strong truly does lower testosterone, then it's a problem.